Why am I not surprised that they're completely done with Paranormal Shows? Hey guys, Ethan here. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys seen me before, welcome back. If you guys are new, welcome. So I'm going to be talking about what is going on with the Discoveryplus Channel, but more specifically, what is going on with Paranormal Shows on that channel. So, from my perspective, I don't think Paranormal Shows is really going too well on that platform. And you guys might be thinking, isn't Ghost Adventures still going on? Well, I hate to say this though, but I'm not a Ghost Adventures fan anymore because I mentioned in my last video that I would not talk about Zach Bagans, but obviously I just can't ignore it though, because Ghost Adventures is part of Discovery Plus. But there are personal reasons why I do not like Zach Bagans, and I will not talk about it here, but I will leave a link down below if you guys want to see it for yourself. In fact, there are a couple of psychic mediums I've chatted on Instagram, and they have their own reasonings why they don't like Zach Bagans at all. But I don't hate Zach Bagans, I just don't like him. There's a difference between hating and disliking. There's a big difference between the two. The other show I can think of that's still going on is Dead Files, which I've actually just gotten started watching that show, which I'm like way behind, but I'm slowly catching up. But that show is still going, but over the years though, there hasn't been any other shows that I've seen, and all the other shows like Paranormal Lockdown, let's see, Portals to Hell, Ghost Hunters, I don't think that show's not progressing as much, but any other shows you guys can think of, like pretty good shows, they've just been very dormant, like nothing has ever happened as much. Those are like old shows from like between 2017 and 2020, I think. So nothing really new has been going on. And to me, I feel like Discovery Plus is pretty much done with paranormal shows. I think that's what's going on. And I still kind of ask myself, why am I not surprised that they're completely done with paranormal shows? I still keep asking myself the same question over and over. And I really hate to say this, but I believe that Discovery Plus doesn't really want any more paranormal shows on their channel. That's what I'm assuming that they don't want. And there's not really any evidence I can support about this, but that's just my theory on what I'm thinking they're trying to say. Based on, how many paranormal shows they have, I don't think they don't want any more, because they had like maybe 2 or 3 new shows before though, and somehow they just stopped doing more of it though. And I do want to mention that about one paranormal investigator that I still watch, which is Nick Roth, which I still watch a show which is not on Discovery Plus, but I did watch a video clip of him kind of giving out his testimony, and pretty much I think Discovery Plus is kind of like saying they don't really want him though. That's just how I think about it though. It's not really confirmed, but I'm just thinking that's how they're saying it. And Nick Ruff is not the only one. that's not on Discovery Plus anymore. In fact, there's another one. Katrina is also another paranormal investigator, but she's not on there anymore because I'm not entirely sure if this was by choice though, or Discovery Plus didn't want her anymore. I want to stick to like maybe this was her choice. But it seems like what Nick and Katrina had experienced from the community, it seems like they had a really rough time with the community, which is Discovery Plus. And I don't know what's up with the community, but it just seems like they don't, I don't know, they just don't want any type of paranormal investigators like that. And there are other ones like Cinekaza is a psychic medium, and she's still on Discovery Plus, but I don't know if she's still going to be on that platform because she is still doing the Dead Files show, which I'm obviously still trying to make my way up to the latest season, but I'm just way behind. But overall, at some point, I think that show's not going to go any further than that, but I could be wrong. And I'm obviously not going to watch Ghost Adventures because of personal reasons. Like I said, you guys want to watch my personal reasons why I don't watch it. Please check it out. But I'm just kind of sad that Discovery Plus is pretty much wants to change their plan about how they want to present their shows, and pretty much I don't think paranormal is not really their priority, at least. And they only have a couple of paranormal shows that's still going on, but I don't think it's going to last that much long. So the next topic I do want to cover is Zach Bagans responsible for canceling paranormal shows? And the answer might seem surprising, but I don't believe Zach was the one responsible. And I'm not trying to say I'm defending Zach though, because I have a different logical answer that might make very sense to you guys. And whether or not you guys believe me, if you guys think Zach was still responsible, I don't think he is. And you guys might be asking who is responsible for that. And my straightforward answer is that I believe Discovery Plus is the one that is responsible. The reason why I say that Discovery Plus was the one, because Zach doesn't have, he doesn't have authority over any show. He has his own show, and I'm very certain that I did see a tweet a long time ago that he had signed a long-term contract agreement to Discovery Plus. So obviously, he has a contract with Discovery Plus. Obviously, he doesn't have, great power authority over any other show. He still has to follow guidelines. Pretty much any paranormal investigator still has to follow guidelines through that matter. And that's the reason why I don't believe Zach was the one pulling the strings. It was all because of Discovery Plus that was doing it. And do I know the reason why they cancel it? I personally do not know. But like I said, my theory is that I think that they're just done with the paranormal investigators. I think they're just done. But Ghost Adventures and Dead Files are still going. But like I said, I don't believe they're not going to be able to hold up much longer. The next very question that's going to be kind of hard to answer is it time to leave that channel? And this is a very tough one to answer, but for my personal answer, I believe it may be time to leave. Now, I'm not saying that you guys should cancel your subscriptions on Discovery Plus, But if you guys want to stay there, go ahead. But what I'm trying to say is that since Discovery Plus is pretty much not going to feature any more paranormal shows in the future, even though, like I mentioned, the two shows, Ghost Adventures and Dead Files, those two shows are still going on, but they're not going to hold it much longer. They might make it a longer contract, but who knows. But overall, eventually some point that, you know, I think you guys might have to do the same thing too, which is pretty much unsubscribing their channel and just look somewhere else. But I'm gonna stick with Nick Ralph's show, and I'm also gonna stick with Katrina's show, because those two paranormal investigators, they have pretty much decided to leave, and they have their own shows on their own YouTube channel. And I just wish they didn't have to do this. Like, I wish Discovery Plus didn't have to do this, because they still would have made a lot of money, but they're still making tons of money regardless. But I have a feeling that this is my own, like, personal prediction. It's not really like an actual prediction thing, but I'm gonna assume that, or my theory, I'd say, is that once people stop watching Ghost Adventures or any other shows, Discovery Plus revenue is pretty much going to start dipping down, like, kind of a good margin. I don't know how much they make, but I'm pretty sure that they're not going to make a lot of money, though. That's just my personal take on how I think it's going to go down, but who knows. Overall, this is my response about what's truly going on, and the truth, of course. And I'm hoping that, other paranormal investigators that got canceled off from Discovery Plus, I'm hoping they'll be able to have their own channels. And there's one paranormal investigator that I'm still kind of curious, and which is that Jack Osborne. I don't know why he didn't leave yet, but I have a feeling that he's still on it, but I'm not entirely sure though. But to me, Jack Osborne could make his own channel and his own show. I'm pretty sure he can. I'm just saying, just for how I think. Anyway, this is all I have to discuss. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys are still watching paranormal shows, what are you guys still watching? Is it still on Discovery Plus, or are you guys watching Katrina or Nick Ross show? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, love and light to all of you guys. As always, stay strong out there. I'll see you guys next time.